dreams just random images fired from an unconscious brain during sleep? Or something much more important, like life-saving inner guidance? How dreams can be healing and early warning tools for disease, financial crisis, or success. And love is still one of the behavioral science's greatest unanswered questions. Hello, I'm your host, author Kat O'Keefe Kanavos. Welcome to Dreaming Healing, where dreams and cutting-edge scientific research meet on syndicated Dreamvisions7 Radio Network. Dreaming Healing is every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, with live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, when you can call in and ask Kat questions about your amazing dreams. Talk on air. Call toll-free 833-220-1200. That's 833-220-1200. Come live your dreams out loud with Kat.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. You are watching, or if you're just listening and you want to watch, go to my website, but I'll get to that in a minute. You're watching Dreaming Healing on Dreamvisions7 Radio Network, which unites mankind with universal love. And you can find out more about that at www.dreamvisions7radio.com. I'm your host, Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos, but friends all call me Kat, so I hope you will too. Tonight's show is about why are dreams important? Why are they important in your life? So the importance of dreams. And we're going to talk about the 3 important reasons for remembering your dreams and what they mean. And then we're going to get into some actual dreams that have been sent in to me. So, you know, I don't always get to do dreams online when I have guests. That's why I love it when I can do a show and it's just you and me and your dreams. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do your dreams, and I'm going to talk about why they're important and some of the things that are important in them. But first, let's do our clearing meditation, which, you know, I know a lot of you send me emails saying, oh, you look forward to that part of the show every week. It's an important part, so I don't want to leave it out. So what we're going to do, for those of you who are new, and if you're just listening to this show in your car or on your radio or in line or wherever you are, and you want to see it, because this is live video, you can actually go to my website, thequeenofdreams.com. The Queen of Dreams. Just put it in the search bar at the very top, not the Google bar, but the Google search bar at the top. And it will take you to my website, which is KathleenO'KeefeCanavos.com. So if you're watching this, you see my name under my face there, KathleenO'KeefeCanavos.com, spelled the same way. And if you look up in the top right-hand corner of my website, you'll see Dream Vision 7. Just click that button and it's going to take you to my website on Dream Vision 7 Radio Network. And you'll see the show there. And you'll see a little tiny, it looks like a TV, it's for YouTube. It's a YouTube hybrid or Zoom hybrid. And it's got little antennae in it. If you click that, excuse me, it'll take you right to this live show. Or you can see it in the archives as well. So what we're going to do first is our meditation. So for those of you who are new, this is a clearing and centering meditation and a protection meditation. So we're going to take 3 deep breaths in. We're going to hold them. Any negativity is going to get caught up in that breath of life because we're going to focus on that. And then we're going to blow it out across the room into the purple flame of Saint Germain, where it's going to get converted into this really beautiful golden energy and return it to the universe. And that way we are not going to litter with any negativity. All right. So after we do that, we're going to imagine holding a power gift in our hand. And your power gift can be anything that's powerful to you. It can be like I've got my mom's wedding ring on. That's a power gift. I always carry that with me. It's always on my hand. Or it could be your favorite flower. Just imagine having it in your hand, your favorite stone. It could be a feather. It can be anything at all that is powerful to you. You're going to hold that in your hand, and we are going to create a mirrored bubble around ourselves. Okay? Ready? Settle down nice and deep in your chair. Just feel yourself relaxing, kind of move your shoulders a little bit, move your head a little bit. Feel yourself getting heavier in your chair. If you're driving right now, remember, do not close your eyes. This will still work. You can just listen to us, okay? Take a deep breath in. Fill your whole lung capacity with air. Imagine any negativity, little pieces of negativity like pepper, getting caught in that breath of life. Hold it. Now blow it out across the room. Deep breath in. Imagine maybe something somebody said to you this past week, month, or year that's kind of noodling at you, bothering you. Imagine it getting sucked into that breath of life. Blow it out across the room. Deep breath in. Imagine something you said to someone else. Maybe you snapped at them. Maybe it was something negative. Imagine that getting caught in that breath of life. Maybe it's something that happened to you when you were very young and you've been carrying it around with you. It's holding you back from being all you can be. Imagine it caught in that breath of life. Blow it out across the room into the purple flame of Saint Germain, where it's converted into positive energy and returned to the universe. Now imagine holding your power gift in your hand and just swing it all around your body, creating this beautiful mirrored bubble all around you that only allows that which is of the highest and best to come into that bubble, brought by your spirit guides and guardian angels. Anything else is reflected back from whence it came. We wish it so, and therefore it is. When you're ready, open your eyes. And if you're having trouble feeling grounded again, take your fingertips and put them together like this, tips to tips, and push on them like isometrics 3 times. Now reverse it and hold on to your fingertips and pull 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and the 3rd time you feel yourself pulled all the way back into your body. So I'd like to talk about why we dream. There are 3 important reasons why we dream, and I'm taking this out of the book that I wrote with Dr. Larry Burke, Dreams That Can Save Your Life. And this is about early warning signs of cancer and other diseases, precognitive dreams that people had to save their life. So I'm going to read right out of this book. So we dream for many reasons. Here are 3 important ones. 1, entertainment and relaxation. What does that mean? Well, entertainment and relaxation means just that. It's almost like when you go to sleep at night, you're going to the movies, you're going to the movie theater, and you just want to be entertained. You don't want nightmares. You don't, unless you really like scary movies. Some people who have nightmares love them. I happen to be one of those. I love a good nightmare. It's like going to the movies and seeing a scary movie. But I always write them down because I know there's important information in them. But sometimes when we've had a really busy week or day or month, we just need to relax and let our Alice in Wonderland mind loose and just have an entertaining dream. I would still write it down because you never know. You can have a duality. You can have an entertaining dream to help you relax that also has information. And you may not know it unless you write it down. and you start watching for signs, symbols, and synchronicities in your waking world. The other thing is, and this is important, problem solving. Let's say you've had, again, that very busy day, that really, really busy week at work. There are a lot of changes going on. There are new strategies being implemented. You've got to come up with information for board meetings. You've got a desk full of papers and you're wondering how you're going to get through all of them. Or it could be you're dealing with health issues or relationship issues. You're wondering if the relationship you're in is ending. You're wondering if you should end it or just let it fizzle out. All these things going on about love and life and work, and what should you do about it? You could get problem solving in your dreams. I call that dream work. And what it does is it allows you the opportunity to try out different solutions and watch the outcome. So what does that mean? That means that, okay, let's just say you've got this boss you just can't stand. You just can't stand that boss. The boss is, you think of him as a pea brain. They delegate all the responsibilities that they're supposed to be doing because they don't know how to do them. And they pile a lot of them on you. And then they take the credit for it when it's done. You know what I'm talking about. What are those kind of bosses? And you're asking yourself, okay, if I'm doing his work and I'm doing my work and he's getting all the credit, what can I do about this? The other thing is, imagine at work, you've got all those dynamics that go on in the workplace, all those little talking heads, the gossip group that are over by the water fountain or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. What can you do about that? You can get a lot of information in your problem solving dreams because there's no right or wrong. You can do anything and you're not going to be held accountable for it in a dream. You can try out all the solutions, including throwing them off a cliff. Okay, you can build the cliff and you can throw them off. And that gives you the opportunity to see how you feel after you do that in a dream. If it were a waking world, how would you feel? Well, at first you'd feel really good. Oh, he's gone. And then you might feel guilty. The guilt might set in. And then you might actually see his family at the funeral. And then you might see his children wishing he was there when they're graduating. All this can happen in the dream. And what it's doing is it's problem solving. It's showing you that is a solution you can try on, but is it really one you want to wear? And you may decide, nah, I feel really bad about that now, and your dream shifts and you have another solution. And that solution is to start putting the papers that he wants you to do back on his desk, saying, I don't know how to do this. This isn't, this isn't in my training. Thank you for having so much confidence in me, but my workload is such that I can't do this as well. Suddenly, you feel good about that response in your dream because you're being respectful, but you're also respecting your boundaries and you're making it known to him in a very kind way, as it were, versus throwing him off the cliff, that you're not going to do his work. You're not going to do his work. You have your own. You don't know how to do this. I don't know. I just don't know. You've got to figure it out. And I have complete confidence in you being able to figure out your own work. And, another solution you might have is you go around complaining to everybody in your dream, complaining. And at the end of that segment of your dream, you're not any better off. You still have all that work. You still have all this stuff, and you haven't got any solutions. You don't feel better. People are avoiding you. You still have all that work. And now your boss is pissed at you too, because it's all getting back to him. So when you're having a problem-solving dream, it this is called dream work, it's not unusual for you to wake up exhausted because you've been going through so many different solutions, trying them on, seeing how they would work, seeing if that's the solution you want, which one you want. So it's very important in the mornings to write down all your segment of dreams so that you can see if there was one that you felt the best in. Not only did you feel good about it in your waking world, in your sleeping world, but now you feel good about it in your waking world. Okay, so that's problem solving with a problem you've got in a workplace. Let's say you have a problem in your relationship. You could have 3 or 4 or 5 dreams, or maybe just one during the night with a solution, where maybe the person in your relationship, the two of you sit down and talk out the real problem. Because sometimes we think we know the problem in the relationship, but because it's so deep-seated, it can often be the result of a number of problems that we have accumulated over our lifetime. And now that we're in this relationship, it's coming to a head. So maybe in the dream, you're sitting down with yourself and this person, and you're really getting to the bottom of the problem, and it's painful. Maybe you see yourself pulling Band-Aids off of your body. That happened to one person in their dream. They were sitting under a tree with their significant other. He was sitting there with her, and she was pulling off all these Band-Aids throughout the conversation. And she would be bleeding, and then it would stop bleeding, and there'd be another Band-Aid. What did that mean? It means that a lot of problems are like an onion. You keep unraveling it, or you keep skinning the onion, taking off those layers of skin. But it's not till you get right down to the very bottom, after you pull off all the layers of Band-Aids, that you find the true problem. And look at the part of your body that might have that. Is it if it's on your hands, could it mean the way you handle things? If it's on the face, is it the way you face things? Not necessarily handle them. You don't even get that far. You're just facing them, turn around and run away. So look at those dreams, those problem-solving dreams, because they are so important. And that's why you wake up utterly exhausted in the morning. The alarm goes off and you go, I'm exhausted. I'm more tired now than when I went to sleep last night. And that's because you're solving problems. And the third one is receiving answers to a question set by your intention. Okay, so if you haven't reached that part yet in your dream world, you can actually get answers to questions by setting your intention. For those of you who have been with me before on my other shows, I use the acronym SO DREAM to help you remember your dreams, to set your intention. S is set your intention. Okay, state your intention. Whatever it is that you want to dream about, whatever problem you want to solve, whatever information you want to get. O is for organize yourself. Have your pad and pencil or your recording device beside your bed, because if you have to jump out of bed and run around in the morning to write it down, poof, your dream is going to be gone like smoke. It's like as you come out of that dream state, up through those layers of consciousness, when you reach the top, if you come up too quickly and start moving around, boom, your dream is gone. So you are listening to Dreaming Healing on Dreamvision7 Radio Network. I'm your host, Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos, but my friends all call me Kat, so I hope you will too. We've got to take a quick break, but we'll be right back to talk about more about dreams and talk about some dreams that have been sent in. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
dreams can diagnose your life? What if we can meet the love of our life in dreams? Join host Kat O'Keefe Kanavos, the #1 internationally best-selling author of Dreams That Can Save Your Life, written with Duke University medical doctor Larry Burke. Dreaming Healing is where we'll explore dreams, research, and interpret dreams from you, the caller. Dreaming Healing shows can be heard every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, with live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Time on syndicated Dreamvisions7 Radio Network. Come live your dreams out loud with Kat.
Omega Institute, offering workshops, retreats, and online learning dedicated to awakening the best in the human spirit. For over 40 years, Omega has seen more than 1 million people come through its doors to grow, learn, and find a greater sense of purpose. With over 350 workshops to choose from, Omega offers something for everyone. Located in Rhinebeck, New York, just 90 miles north of New York City, Omega's natural environment and quiet pace allow for extraordinary experiences to unfold. Learn more at eomega.org or call 877-944-2002. Again, 877-944-2002.
Have you met your physician within yet? The Nautilus and multi-award winning book, Surviving Cancerland, Intuitive Aspects of Healing, is a memoir that takes you down the rabbit hole of healing dreams and interpretations, mixed with conventional medicine and treatments. Listen to the hookah-puffing caterpillar ask, "Who are you?" Dr. Bernie Siegel says Kathleen's story is powerful, honest, and eye-opening. Surviving Cancerland, Intuitive Aspects of Healing by 3-time breast cancer survivor Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos. Buy the book and audio at KathleenO'KeefeKanavos.com and worldwide through Amazon and other retailers.
Ever had a strange dream? Nautilus Award winner, Dreams That Can Save Your Life, Early Warning Signs of Cancer and Other Diseases by Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos and Duke University radiologist Dr. Larry Burke, forward by Dr. Bernie Siegel, shares how people like you self-advocated in the face of adversity and won using dreams. Read life-saving dream stories validated by medical reports. Hear how dreams of dead loved ones saved lives. Use interpretations and journaling as roadmaps in your waking world for health, wealth, and love. Dreams That Can Save Your Life, Early Warning Signs of Cancer and Other Diseases. Buy the audio and book at KathleenO'KeefeKanavos.com in English and Italian worldwide and through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other retailers.
This is Dreamvision7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.
Welcome back, everyone. I am your host, Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos, but my friends all call me Kat, so I hope you will too. You are listening to Dreaming Healing on Dreamvision7 Radio Network. And so just before we went to break, I was talking about 3 important reasons why we dream. And so now I want to talk about re-entering your dream, why it's important, whether it's a dream or a nightmare. Remember, it's very easy to forget a nice, cushy, sweet little dream, but nightmares, they're really trying to tell you something because it's hard to forget a nightmare. In fact, you can remember a nightmare your whole life. And if you're having a recurrent nightmare, it means you're not getting the message in that nightmare. And your inner selves, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your deceased loved ones are trying to hammer it home. So it's very important to remember your dreams. So this is benefits to re-entering your dreams. And again, it's coming from Dreams That Can Save Your Life, Early Warning Signs of Cancer and Other Diseases. So just kind of sit back and relax. And I'm going to read a little bit to you here. How well do you know your inner guides or spirit guides in dreams? Tallulah Lyons and I are in constant contact with both. We combined our personal experiences and shared them as one of 24 presenters at the International Association for the Study of Dreams, the IASD, and that was in 2014. Now, for those of you who follow my podcast, you know that I just did one also on the IASD 2022, where I'm also going to be on a panel with Dr. Bhaskar Banerjee. Took me forever to figure that name. Bhaskar Banerjee and Dr. Kimberly Mascaro. And I'm going to be sandwiched between these two doctors at the IASD talking about our spirit guides and guardian angels coming into our dreams to give us important information. They are one of the most important things you can connect with in your waking world. That's right, waking world, not just dream world, waking world, because they're giving you information to carry with you into your waking world, sometimes to save your life, sometimes to save your marriage, sometimes to save your job, or get you into a new one. So anyhow, the goal of this online symposium was to explore and share cutting-edge research and information on dreams, spirit guides, and dreaming with others. What does that mean, dreaming with others? Well, in this book, Dreams That Can Save Your Life, there were 19 of us who were in Dr. Larry Burke's dream research group that was out of Duke University Medical. And we all had precognitive dreams that told us we had cancer. And then we went to our doctors and we told our doctors that we thought we had cancer. And they did the tests that needed to be done to find it. And that cancer was confirmed by pathology reports. Now, why is that so important? Because quite often you will already have been diagnosed with something, and then you'll get guided dreams, prescription dreams, which is what Dr. Bhaskar was talking about in our last Dreaming Healing episode. And what those dreams do is they help you get a prescription for getting well once you have your diagnosis. Well, in this book that I did with Dr. Larry Burke, the dreams came first. There were precognitive dreams. They were warning dreams. And then came the diagnosis. And so the reason that was important is because these were precognitive dreams. Spirit guides, guardian angels, deceased loved ones from the other side came into the dream to give information. And what was really mind-blowing was that there were daughters who had dreams that their mothers had the breast cancer, and mothers who had dreams that their daughters had the breast cancer. And so when the daughters went to the mothers and said, look, Mom, I had a dream that you had breast cancer. In the dream, your breasts were bleeding. You need to get to the doctor. The mother said, that's impossible because I've learned about dreams from the professionals, and they've told me and taught me that everybody in our dreams are ourselves. So if you had dreams about me having breast cancer, it means that I'm you in your dream and you have the breast cancer. So the daughter thought, I'll bet your mom's right. So she went to the doctor, had a mammogram, had her tests done. Oh, it came back negative. She was healthy. So then she went back to her mother and she said, Mom, I had all the tests. I'm healthy. This dream from our spirit guides and our guardian angels were for you. They're telling me to tell you, you have breast cancer. And so I'm taking you to the doctor. She took her mother to the doctor, had the tests, and boom, the mother had the breast cancer. That happened in 3 dreams in this book, where somebody was dreaming for somebody else. So that begs a question. Well, if all the experts are saying everybody in your dream is yourself, how can that be? Well, the answer I got from that is we are all interconnected to universal oneness. And as such, when we dream about somebody else, yeah, we're dreaming about ourselves as well. But sometimes we're having dreams about other people because the information's for them. So just because you have a dream about your brother or your sister or your mother or your grandmother does not mean it's necessarily about you. It could mean it is about them. And they're giving you this information because maybe your phone line to the other side, to heaven, works better than theirs. Bottom line, you got a better connection. And so they're calling you. So anyhow, we helped dream group members interact with their healing dream imagery. And imagery is so important because our dreams can speak to us with words, which they did a lot of times with me, but they can also speak with us with signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Those signs and symbols can be universal. In other words, we can see rain coming down. Water coming out of the sky. We know that's rain. What does the rain mean to us? That's where we have to figure out our own symbolism in the dreams. But we know that a sign or a picture of a sun means it's daytime. A sign, a picture of a moon means nighttime. Now, it can also mean additional things. It can mean more than one thing in a dream. You can have dualities going on in a dream. It can be daytime. It can be the sun. It can be healing rays. It can be golden light. It can be a number of things, but it also means day. So by using those signs, symbols, and synchronicities, we can find the uniqueness of the dream to ourselves. Okay, so if I see a sign of a snake, I know it's the Kundalini. I'm not afraid of snakes. I think they're fascinating. And my snake is usually a cobra. So I know that if I see a cobra in my dream, chances are, since I live in the United States, or I live in the desert in California, and I also live in the water in Florida, I'm probably not going to see a cobra outside, although who knows, maybe one got loose. And it could be exactly what the dream is telling me. I'm going to go out in my front yard to get my mail, and there's going to be a cobra there. Maybe. But more than likely, what that dream is going to tell me is there's really something important in that mailbox for me, something spiritually important to me. And I need to pay attention when I get the mail so I don't accidentally throw something really important away. So one of the ways this is most effective for anyone overcoming cancer treatment is through the integrative practice that include dream therapy or dream groups offered in cancer centers. And they're starting to do that in cancer centers because they realize cancer patients or patients with diabetes or patients with other illnesses often get guided dreams from spirit guides and deceased loved ones. The panel I'm going to be on at the IASD for 2022 is going to be about our spirit guides, our guardian angels, connecting with us through dreams for guidance on our health journey. And that's really important because who knows you better than your spirit guides and guardian angels? They know everything about you. And they're able to bring you information from the future, precognitive dreams that you don't even know yet, that can help you make the right decision. So guided imagery, mindfulness meditation, yoga, Tai Chi, expressive art, and music are all grounded in a meditative state of consciousness. Artwork is so important with dreams. Our dreams, if you take a snapshot of your dream, doesn't it look like Alice in Wonderland artwork? And Alice in Wonderland artwork sells for thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's amazing artwork. So if you're not good with journaling, writing down words, writing down phrases, paint it. Draw your dream, because colors are important. Line, volume of the dream, synchronicities in the dream, repetition and rhythm, all of that artwork is important. You can have a dream journal of nothing but artwork. You look at that artwork and you remember that dream exactly. You remember everything that you need to about that dream. Colors that were in the dream. Was it daytime? Was it nighttime? Were there people? You don't have to draw the people exactly. You can draw stick people. It'll still tell you a lot. Was there one person? Were there no people? Were there a lot of people? Were they gathered together? Were they riding a bike? Were they walking? Were they riding a horse? Because a horse is often a messenger in a dream. Nightmares can be a blessing in disguise. And this is really important, a call to action. Your nightmares have your attention so that you will do something. It's a nugget of gold in your dream to call you to do something, shock you into making a change, shake you into remembering it the next morning so you can write it down, because it's really important. Dreams that frighten us and awaken us in the middle of the night usually contain an important message. So if you're having a nightmare and suddenly something happens in your nightmare, like a spider jumps on you and it makes you scream and wake up, maybe your dream, maybe your spirit guides, your guardian angels did that on purpose in order for you to wake up at that moment with that shocking picture in your mind, so you can write it down or record it on your phone. Somehow get some of that information down, because it's really important. If it's a spider jumping on you, what do spiders do? They suck you dry. Who in your life right now, at that time, is sucking you dry? Spiders put you in a web. What kind of a web do you feel you're tangled in? A web of deceit. Look at the play on words. A web of intrigue. Is there a mystery you're trying to solve and you're all tangled up? That's a nightmare, but it's an important nightmare because it can help you get the answers. Solve the riddles. Solve the riddle in that nightmare. Who's your spider? Where's the web? Are you in it? Is somebody else in the web? Are you supposed to save them? Is the spider you? Have you spun your own web, and are you tangled in it? See, these are all the things that you won't figure out if you don't write down your dream and then start looking at how it fits in your waking world. Unfortunately, an abrupt awakening can cause us to feel confused and forget the dream. And that's where re-entering your dream is so important. And I'm going to talk about that as soon as we come back from this break. You're listening to Dreaming Healing on Dreamvision7 Radio Network. I'm your host, Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos, but my friends all call me Kat, so I hope you will too. And you can go back through all the archives in my Dreaming Healing shows by going to Dreamvision7 Radio Network, look up Dreaming Healing, look for the Kat Kanavos, and go and see all of my shows on YouTube. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
that every word you speak matters? What you say and how you say it can make or break a relationship or shift the outcome of any situation. Are your conversations making a difference? Faith in God, gratitude, authenticity, and giving are Teresa Velarde's heart. It's in this spirit that she's focused on making a difference in the lives she's blessed to touch. Conversations That Make a Difference is now on syndicated Dreamvision7 Radio Network every Tuesday at 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Time, with live call-in shows every first and third Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Darkest hours to brightest moments, transformation from despair to happiness, and chaos to clarity. Real people, real pain, real healing. Life-threatening illness, death, abusive relationships, divorce, and overcoming addiction are challenges these men and women faced head-on. See how they emerged stronger and happier. Buy the new book, Chaos to Clarity, Sacred Stories of Transformational Change by Reverend Patricia Caginello and Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos. Available on sacredstoriespublishing.com and worldwide through Amazon and other retailers.
Are miracles real? Can you move from mayhem to miracles? 30 prominent authors say yes as they share their high fives and down lows of challenges, abuse, addiction, and love. Experience hope, the magic elixir of miracles, through the personal stories of New York Times bestselling authors James Redfield, Dr. Bernie Siegel, Sister Jenna, Reverend Temple Hayes, and many more. If you like bestsellers, Chaos to Clarity, and Crappy to Happy, you'll love crying and laughing through Mayhem to Miracles. Sacred Stories of Transformational Hope. Available now on Amazon and in bookstores worldwide.
Why are we here? How can we be happy? Questions asked from millennials to boomers. Crappy to Happy, Sacred Stories of Transformational Joy answers them using true stories of grit, grace, and love. James Redfield, author of The Celestine Prophecy, wrote in the foreword, "This book is a seminar about emerging truths and offers grounded solutions through the art of the comeback." Dr. Bernie Siegel, a contributing author, wrote, "Bodies die, but spirits and consciousness survive and recycle." So, grab some tissues, open your book, and prepare to cry and laugh till it heals. Crappy to Happy by Reverend Ariel Patricia and Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos. Available from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and booksellers worldwide.
This is Dreamvision7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the third and last segment of this show, Dreaming Healing. I'm your host, Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos, but my friends all call me Kat. I hope you will too. And we're talking about the many reasons that we have dreams. We went over entertainment and relaxation, which is always great. The only thing missing out of our dream is us eating popcorn in the bed. Another one is problem solving, and I call that dream work. That's where you wake up in the morning, you're utterly exhausted. You're going, I feel more tired now than when I went to bed. And that's because you were so busy solving problems. You had so many things to work through, to come up with solutions, to bring through from your dream world into your waking world to help you in your life. And the third one is to receive answers to questions that you may have put out in your intention, your dream intention. And if you remember, so dream, set your intention before you go to sleep, write it down on a piece of paper, write it in your dream journal. If you put it on a piece of paper, you can actually put it under your pillow to sleep on it. Organize yourself. D, declare that you're going to have a dream. We all dream, everybody, everything living, puppies, kittens, fish, they all dream. Then R, remembering your dream when you wake up by remembering not to move. E is your emotions. What if, even if you can't remember your dream, what were the emotions you felt when you first woke up? Were you happy? Were you sad? Were you excited? Was your heart like pounding out of your chest? Those emotions are important, so write them down. And then add to them. Start seeing if you remember. What was my dream during the day? Was it at night? Were there people in my dreams? Lots of people? Animals? Did I hear voices? Was I outside? Was I inside? Start adding to your dream. Did I see colors? Did I hear words? Add that to your dream. And then M, meaning. Start underlining the colors. Maybe you heard fragment. You remember fragments of a conversation. What do those mean? Underline them. That's important. And then S. What are the signals you're picking up from your dream? What are they saying to you? So that's so dreams. And it can also be just so dream. You can leave the signals off if you don't want to get the signals, and just figure out what that dream means. So in your dreams, now that you have your dream and you woke up, and we were talking about nightmares just before the break, because I think nightmares are so important. You're not having nightmares just to entertain you. There's a message in there that you're getting over and over and over again, so you won't forget it. It's a nugget of gold. So you need to really write those nightmares down. So dreamers are encouraged to re-enter their dream or nightmare with the intention to allow their relationship to continue, so the issues in the dream can transform, or allow dreamers to sidestep rational thought and verbal interpretations. Our dreams are like paintings. There's not a lot of rational thought to paintings. It's all emotion. It's intention. And when we start trying to rationalize our dreams and say, no, it could not have possibly meant that. It couldn't have meant that. It had to mean this. It had to mean this because this makes sense in the waking world. We're doing ourselves a disservice because we're working from an area of the right brain. We're working from an area that goes deeper than rational thought. So we want to write down our dream as our dream was presented to us and see how that inner self is speaking to us. Take the dreamer into a safe space, but it takes the dreamer into a safe space between consciousness and unconsciousness. If you remember at the first part of this show, I was talking about how you can work through solutions in our dreams without any consequences. It's a way to be able to come up with a solution that you can use in the waking world. In the waking world, we can't throw our boss off a cliff, but we may really want to do that. We may really think we want to do that. And when we go through that scenario in our dream with no consequences, no going to jail, no going in front of a judge and saying, you know what? I really didn't like this guy. I just so didn't like him. I decided to throw him off a cliff. You don't have those consequences in your dreams, but you can feel it because you know that that's what you're going to go through in the waking world. And in your dream world, it's sort of like is your waking world. So you can problem solve without those consequences and immerse the dreamer in a journey of emotional sensations. That's what you're getting when you're doing these things, and facilitate a direct encounter with elements of the dream that need transformation. What does that mean? That means basically what I said before. You wake up and you go, yeah, I can't throw him off the cliff. So what else could I do? What else? It wouldn't make me feel good. Wouldn't solve the problem. It might solve that small problem, but it's going to give me a whole bunch of new ones. And to be honest with myself, I didn't like myself after I threw him off the cliff. It felt good for a minute. And then I had all these regrets. And I saw how that was going to affect his family. And I decided I didn't want to do that. And so by writing down our dreams, we can say to ourselves, you know, I didn't like that solution. I don't understand that message. I'd like to go back into my dream and have a clarifying dream. And a clarifying dream is when your spirit guides come back in and they explain the dream to you. You say to them, look, this dream was way too confusing. I know that you had some really important information in here, but hey, I just didn't get it. All right, I didn't get it. So give me another dream to help me understand it. You can do that as soon as you wake up. Let's say it's a weekend, you don't have to get dressed and go to work. Get back in bed. Get right back into the position you were in when you first woke up. If you sleep on your side and you were on your side, get back in the bed in the same position you were in and just focus on sliding back into the dream. Imagine yourself sliding back into your dream, toes first, just right back in, and say as you're going in, I'd like a clarifying dream. Set that as your intention. I want a clarifying dream. Maybe you could write that on a piece of paper before you slide in, stick it under your pillow. That clarifying dream can make all the difference in the world. An example is one I often use. In this book here, there was a woman who had a dream. She didn't understand it. It was basically telling her she had cancer. If she didn't do something about it, she was going to die. The dream was given to her. She woke up, she wrote it in her journal, and she said she couldn't believe it. She didn't want to believe it. And she said, look, I don't think I got this dream right. I don't understand what you're saying to me. Give me a clarifying dream. Make it perfectly understandable to me tonight. I need that dream again in a way I understand. So that night, she had a lucid dream. Suddenly she realized she was dreaming, and her spirit guides were there with her in the dream. And they took her to a graveyard in Ireland. She was Irish. In Ireland. And it was a very, very old graveyard. Headstones, most of them, you couldn't read anything on them. And she's looking at the headstones and she's going, I don't understand this. What's with these headstones? And her spirit guides pointed to one grave that was new. It's a new grave. And it had daisies on it. It was full of these beautiful yellow daisies. And she looked at the grave, she looked at the headstone and said, yeah, so what? And they said, well, if you don't figure out that last dream we gave you and get to your doctor and get the tests that you need, you're going to be the one underneath the ground pushing up those daisies. Can't get any more clearer than that. That's pretty clarifying. So when she woke up from that clarifying dream, she immediately went to the doctor, found out she had cancer in time, and lived to write about it and put the story in this book. So we're coming to the end of our show. I know these shows where I just get to talk to you are so quick, and they happen so fast. There was a dream that was sent in, and I've had it on another show, but I want to share it with you. In the dreamer sent in by text and said, I'm having these really, really scary dreams. And I'm not sure these dreams are from heaven. What does that mean? Sometimes, like I said at the beginning of the show, the best way to get your attention is to scare you. If you don't believe me, look at politics. If politicians want to get your attention, they're not going to tell you nice, sweet things because you're going to forget that. They're going to scare the bejabbers out of you. And yes, it did come from a politician. So think of your dreams. Your dreams are almost like your political life in the dream world. You've got people who are coming in to help you, though. These are really there to help you. And they have an agenda. That agenda is to guide you or save your life. And the best way to get your attention and do that is by giving you a scary dream. Yes, it did come from heaven. It came from your spirit guides and your guardian angels. And they will give you very scary dreams. My dreams were petrifying. They were that scary, and they saved my life. So I want to leave you with that thought. If you're having frightening nightmares, good for you. Write them down. There's a nugget of gold in there that you need to know in order to make your life in your waking world better. So until next time, remember, everybody dreams, but some dreams save lives. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us this evening. And a big thanks to our producer. Tune in next time to Dreaming Healing for more cutting-edge research, live dream interpretations, and stories with radio host and award-winning author Kat O'Keefe Kanavos. Listen every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Time with call-in live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Time on syndicated Dreamvisions7 Radio Network. Remember, everyone dreams, but some dreams save lives. Live your dreams. Find more about Kat at KathleenO'KeefeKanavos.com. That's Kathleen with a K. OKEEFEKANAVOS. Or The Queen of Dreams on Google search.
This is Dreamvision7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.